What's going on, guys? I'm back. Internet went out, buddy. Yep, the internet went out. And when there's a little blurb in the internet, stream goes too, folks. Stream goes too. That's a great riff. What a great riff. It's like... No, it's not. Something like that. Hi, everybody. I'm back. I'm back with the Terror 2000 attack. If you've never heard Terror 2000, you should probably go do that. Then, yeah. Nils Rollback. We finally connect again after that comment the other day where I felt really bad because you said something really nice. And then I caught it after the fact and I replied and I think you were gone. So, Nils Rollback, thank you so much. It's crazy. You have no idea. You have no idea how much you helped out. Okay, man? Like, I also want to give you the best, like a huge fist bump from me to you. You have no idea how much you helped out with that. You have no idea. So, thank you. You really have no idea. So invaluable move. Thank you very much. Yeah, buddy. So, yeah, my name is Tyler. This is take 2 of this. And if it ever goes out, guys, I'm always going to come back. Excuse me. I have a rule. If I'm streaming and it goes out 3 times, I will not be back. I'm going to have to fix something. Or it's just not the right time. But if it ever goes out, I will be back within 10 minutes. So don't be like, oh, it's gone forever. I will be back within 10 minutes of the stream going out. So just stay tuned. Usually I try to keep all of the OBS stuff pretty up to date. Everything is updated in the whole setup here. And just once in a while, if the internet goes out, everything else goes. Or if something disconnects from something else, it all goes. The only thing I think that's worked so far, a Reaper can crash. And that's no problem. But when something happens with OBS or the internet, she go. So, yeah, Nils. You did, man. I'll put it out there like this. You purchased a guitar from the sponsor before I even had a guitar to showcase. And Daryl at Mindsinger was just like, he was very excited. And as a result of any purchases with Mindsinger, I've got another build. So the Tempest that's coming tomorrow, woo! The Tempest that's coming tomorrow, very excited about that. It's going to be here tomorrow, and like I said, super excited. But I did not design that from scratch. It was not my build. This was just a build he wanted to do personally as something very eye-catching for the shop, and that it was. So we worked out a really good deal, and we're trading the services. Also, I'm not getting the guitar for free. I want to put that up front. I'm not getting this guitar for free. There's just no universe where that would happen. However, my next build, I'm doing another build. It's going to be my own Bay. And we have a very, very, very cool idea. And it's going to be my own Bay. My own Bay. From up here, from my noodle. So with any builds we influence, it takes a little chunk off of that build in the fall. I'm not saying it's a massive chunk or anything like that, but every dollar helps, right? So we'll talk more. We're going to be talking ad nauseum about Mindsinger tomorrow. If the guitar comes in tomorrow, it is going to be an all-day mega stream kind of scenario. I will be putting this guitar through the paces, doom paces, all kinds of paces that this guitar is going to get put through. All of my favorite plugins from past and present, and maybe even I'm trying to work something else where maybe I can even show you something that's unreleased. Maybe. Okay? So, guys, I'm very excited about that. So this, however, is not that. This is my just my made in Mexico Fender Telecaster. It's got a set of Nordstrand pickups. And then center, this is like a a custom wound from just an amateur winder. That's something that really matches up nicely with the Nordstrand set. I have this wired in a certain way that I can turn the middle pickup on and off with just this switch, and the rest of it is a standard three-way switch. Okay, if you're curious about that wiring diagram, ampsimuniverse@gmail.com, and I will provide you that wiring diagram. And you can try it on your own. It's pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's pretty awesome. Check. Just making sure the vocal sounds crisp. There we go. Check. Little bit out of tune, but again, new strings. Just put these on recently, 44 to 9s. I really like 44 to 9s for Telecasters. For anything except for like surf, it would be too much too slack for surf. What? Okay, I was gonna say C. Why are you giving me bad notes already, new tuner? I decided to give the new tuner a shot. That's still a little bit of, you know what? I'll give these give them a little tug on. He is an awesome guy. He really is. And I'm going all Canadian for the next 4 years. At least the next 4 years with all upgrades I'm going to make. Either I'm going to buy it used from someone in Canada. It can be American made. I don't care. If it's used from someone in Canada. And I'm not trying to make any political point, but things are about to get kind of expensive. And again, not talking about politics, but inflation is not necessarily a political thing. Inflation is a world thing, and things are getting more expensive by the day. So I'm just trying to keep things as Canadian as possible. I had planned in the new year to do a Dunnable build. I was really wanting to get one of those import Dunnables or something from Dunnable, but then just can't do it right now. It's not gonna happen. So we are doing what we can do. And Daryl is a very nice, very, very, very nice person. Yes, I would agree with you on that one. All right, so going through the amp sims that we're using today, we're using Kuassa Amplification Archive. We're using it in all of the streams this weekend. So far, we did the release stream. We realized it crushed. We realized it could get heavy. We know it can do rock. We know it can do clean tones. We know it can do all kinds of stuff. Can it doom? We are going to find out. It might not necessarily want to doom. We'll see. Okay? Yeah. So far, so good. This is, as the Mark V can do clean. The Mark series, as Bo always says, the Mark series amps have some terrific clean tones, and they started out as kind of a Fender design anyway. So, guys, and you have to be gentle today. I am. Okay, I think we are starting to find the area in which we have parked our car on this fine day. Okay, so we're going to start throwing in some of these fun effects. We've got some interesting ones parked in the chain today. We've got the Meloditron. We've also got the Harmonitron. Now we're going to try something with the Harmonitron and see what we got off the top. Nice. Nice. This thing is fun, and you know it's going to be fun. I think it's based on the Pog, and if you've ever messed around with one of those units, I've never actually had hands-on, but I have a friend who has one of these and can make all kinds of interesting things happen with this thing. And man, this is awesome. This really is. It's Kuassa has so many of these fun little Effector series pedals. So make sure you head over and check out the Effector series. I have pretty much all of them. At this point, I'm missing a few, like the delay and a few other things. But man, this thing is awesome. It's super fun to use. There's all kinds of things. We're going to go through a few. This is the better organ. So obviously there are harmony, there are intervals, there are specials. We're on better organ right now. What's cello melody? Let's see what we got here. Nice. So again, this is a drop tuner of some sort and a bit of a volume swell as well. You can detune, not massive organ. All right, so we know there's lots of fun things we can do with this. Specials, octave solo, octave solo. Oops. Yeah, man, this is super weird, and we're going to be doing some really weird shit today with some really interesting plugins. I was really looking forward to this. You can't really showcase this stuff with distortion, though. This is more of a clean tone kind of a, you want to at least find your way around with clean tone before you start messing around. Let's see what we got here. Nope. That's not what, nope. Nope. So, with this fella here, you can make things sound just about however you'd like. But as we're hearing right now, there are some pretty bad things you can do to this. You have choices between literally Dorian's. I'm not even going to go through all these. Honestly, you guys know. I know. I can't pronounce. Can I? Fergian? I honestly, it's one word. I don't think I've ever actually watched a video where someone actually pronounced that word because haven't got that deep. So you know what? I look like an idiot. That's fine. Anyhow, Mixolydians, Aeolians, Locrians, pentatonic minor. Let's find it. This is something we all know, right? Nope. Oh my goodness gracious. So in any event, you can do pretty much whatever you want with this. If you're the type of person that loves the harmonizers and things of that sort, this one tracks really nice and it doesn't get confused. It's a lot of fun to use. Check it out at your earliest convenience. Free trials for everything, but they do have some silence, folks. Then we have a room verb here as well. As mentioned, we could turn this off and go to a nice hall verb. And all right. Nice. That's pretty cool. It's a little too much verb. Let's try that again. This is fucking rad. Room verb, plate verb, spring verb, shimmer verb, and this is all inside one nice little neat little package. And you can get this right now inside that nice neat little package. And I'm blown away by everything I'm using these days. But these are nothing new for me. I've used all of these. All the Effector series stuff has been out for a while. They just keep coming at you though with like stuff like the Pog. This came out I think like last year. I saw this and I think I hit my email. I hit that reply button about as fast as I could hit anything. I was so excited for this to come out. And when I got it, I used it on a couple of small things and it sounds rad. Like it can do 12 string type things and you can do all kinds of fun shit with that, or the Meloditron. But then there's not just that, though. And if you guys can see, we'll go to the screen here. And we'll go to Effector. And you just look at how many they have. Like, look at this list is bananas. I mean, there's the Effector. There's a series of bass. There are 3 bass preamps, 3 guitar preamps. There's a rotary. There's a ring modulator, phasers, reverbs, tremolos, the vibracula. Let's use the vibracula. I have no idea. I literally did not use this one for very long. So, old timer sounds good to me. Let's find out what this does before I soak it in verb. I see what you're doing here. Oh man, you could use it for this is silly sound effects. Like, what are you going to use that for? Starts to warble a little bit at the end there, right? Oh, it starts to really warble at the end there. Neat. Let's go back to this then. Vibrato. Very neat. I've honestly didn't put a lot of time in with the Vibracula when I first got that bundle, but it's something that every time I see it come up, I'm like, I really got to use that more and check it out a little bit more. Yeah, man. Everything in these plugins, like they know what they're doing, and they also know that they kind of have their thumb on this market a little bit too, because you're like, a lot of people say things like, man, I love, let's just take, I don't want to name drop any particular developer and end up with this like, oh, he said it was better than this. But you know, when you get these signatures, let's say signature suites, and oftentimes in the middle of that signature suite, you have this really unique effect. And people are always interested to see, okay, what's the next unique effect going to be? And then you see people like using, bypassing everything but this one effect and then trying to use it with other suites in a signal chain, and my head fucking hurts watching it. Instead of that, what you could do is go over to Kuassa and get all of the effector plugins and never be wanting or needing any type of modulator or pitch effect or anything else ever again. You'll never need it ever again. I'm telling you right now, because this company is just full of stuff. Like, again, and keep in mind, almost all of these have like more than one option in them. So it's just awesome. And I realized I was a few short. Check out the Omnivibe. I was a few short, and they were nice enough to send over the ones I was missing. So thank you. So that is a lot of top end there. Let's bring that back. Bring you down a little bit there. Let's bring this away. I feel vibrate your blood. Vibracula. That's just a dropped ball. Kuassa, you needed to do a small little ad, even in-house, where somebody dresses up like a vampire and just be like, I want to vibrate your tone. And then just stand back there and it's like 1, 2, 6 strings. I would have done it. It couldn't cost you more than, $50 to $100 in-house, maybe. A couple hours of editing, maybe. Come on. Anyways, we're going to move along from the archive plugin. We know this thing can do clean now, as we know it can do just about anything. This is going to be one of my favorite plugins of 2025 by the end of this year. I guarantee it's still going to be there. 100%, this is still going to be on that list. Very, 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 very impressed. But we're going to move along to a couple of the other products I'd like to showcase today. They don't have those nice, nifty, resizable UIs, unfortunately, but these are pretty sweet anyways. We've got a Vox here. Let's get a Vox in the house. Oh. Hold on a sec. I get sense. Where is this coming from? I don't want the Omnifiber yet. That is chimey. I'm also realizing that I need to drill a hole in this and just put a tone pot in. I'm just realizing that it probably wasn't the best way to go about it. Where's that coming from? Interesting. Very interesting. Quiet. All right, so we've got some single coils happening right now. So yeah, there's going to be things are going to get a little noisy, especially with our friend the Vox here, because unlike a lot of people think that the Vox is kind of just like a clean amp, but essentially the Voxes can get very, very, very angry. Hang on a sec here. Trying to set things up just nicely here. I don't want a lot of the top boost. I want to make it cleaner. Okay, not bad so far, so good. And all right, so let's go to the comments here real quick. I saw the rest of the Mark V Kuassa stream. I was very impressed with. Yeah, man, I was really, really impressed as well. Super stoked on that. Scullage, how's it going, man? Bo in the house. Ton Guitar, what's going on? And Nils, man, I'm really excited. And I'll make sure that we're going to be talking a lot, like I said, about the whole Mindsinger Aurora tone thing tomorrow. Just letting you guys know ahead of time, there's absolutely no free gear being hooked up. There was a set of pickups for the Mindsinger. Aurora Tone very, very much wanted to put a set of pickups in that guitar. Very much wanted to. So that was the one thing that we're doing as a freebie, but everything else is going to be paid at at discounts and stuff. But it's not as if there's nothing going back and forth. There's no cash. There's nothing like this. There's no promotional fees and anything like that. It's just a fun little deal we're putting together to try and encourage people to kind of check out some more Canadian companies. And Aurora Tone and Mindsinger are two of those Canadian companies that, man, I'd love to promote. Also, another company called Corrigan Pickups that was nice enough to just send me a demo model of a pickup called an Angmar. And I'm going to get that installed next week or in the next couple weeks, and we'll be able to check that out as well. This one might be the highest gain Vox plugin I've ever seen, I've ever used. They make sure that you have a lot of gain on tap. See, if I go to A here and I go crank up this top boost, and then I hit this here booster. Hit that booster. Like there's a lot. Obviously, I'm using single coils. Chugging on single coils sounds positively disgusting. I can't handle high gain on. It just makes me want to burp. It really does. Just the thought of someone putting high gain through single coils is, unless your name is Yngwie Malmsteen. And yeah, some folks could argue that yes, indeed, like that P90s are kind of a single coil as well, if I'm not mistaken. And you had to stack them and noiseless and but through non-noiseless, we'll say through non-noiseless single coil pickups, high gains can sound pretty rough. And these are not noiseless by any means. So we're going to just back off on that gain a little bit. But if you're the type of person that really likes the bitchin' boosted Vox sound where they make it real angry, you know what? This plugin here can get it done 100%. So we're going to change up to the 212 cap. Pretty nice so far. All right. Got to do a little bit of a tune there, but man, this is sounding great. This is a wonderful sounding Vox. Depends on what you like, though. There's the low end I was missing. So now we need a slapback delay, which we can just, I'm not going to go and set up the Kuassa delay just to get a nice slapback for a sec. Nice. Thomas, how are you? Don't remember, I have to lock computer. Get 2 rock from, hang on a second. Hold up, folks. Ton Guitarra. We have to think about this for a second. Can we think about this for a second? How many people out there capturing NAM captures do you think own that rare amp versus how many people could potentially be capturing the plugin? We have to think about these types of things. When you see I'm not saying this is in fact true. I'm just saying that we have to be mindful of this scenario where a very rare and relatively lesser known boutique amplifier gets a plugin done of it. And then all of a sudden we see tone hunt captures start to pop up of that amp. We have to think about this a little bit because captures should never be done of plugins. Real amps, yes. Plugins, not so much. Not a good thing. So we got to think about that. Do we think it's this person owns the amplifier, or do we think that this person may have purchased the plugin and captured the plugin? We know that there are tons and tons of people doing that. And if you're out there and you're a person that's capturing plugins and you're putting them up on Tone Hunt and trying to pass them off as if you own the amplifier. Fuck you. That's what I'm going to say to you. If you're out there and you're watching this stream and that's you and you did that, fuck off. But if you're out there and you're making and you're doing your best to capture every little box that you can get your hands on, fuck yeah, you're the best. I love those people that are on Tone Hunt just capturing every little cool thing they can get their mitts on. Awesome stuff. Thank you to those people. And thank you to the people that keep that place running. Yeah, we got to watch that stuff. It's not the amp. It's not the same amp? What do you mean? 2Rock from... Oh, 2Rock IR. Sorry, dude. I saw it. I misread IR. But nonetheless, it was a good little speech anyways. Either way. Good little speech. Make sure. If you think something might be... if you even think something might be captured from a plugin, report it and let the admins there try to figure it out. And they will figure it out because they're smart over there. I'll give Dom and the team and the folks over there credit there for sure. They know what they're doing with sniffing out the BS. So yeah, as you guys can tell, we're getting some pretty mean tones right now. These are pretty mean tones. I want to see what the archive sounds like with the slapback though, guys. Whoa, that's a little bit high at the top end. Holy shit, the clean tones are better than the Vox. Good God. This thing is just an absolute tone machine. Holy shit. Wow, what a tone. What a tone. Oh, I know Tonez has a ton of captures, but the problem is IKM doesn't give a fuck. And that's one of the problems. The fact that a software developer is not okay with the people using their software to capture other software is crazy to me. And they put it right on there too, that they've captured this plugin. Wow, that's some baby back bullshit. And IKM, you should be ashamed of yourselves for leaving that shit up there. I love IKM. I actually do. I'm getting a lot more respect for them, and Amplitude has been made better. I still don't like Tonez, but I'm willing to give it another try. I'm going to reinstall it and give it another shot with some stuff that's been sent to me. Give it another shot. I will give it another shot, but I don't feel that Tonez beats NAMM. NAMM is free. Tone Hunt is free. NAMM, especially NAMM Universal. I'm sorry, but I will say it right here that NAMM Universal crushes Tonez like a beer can. It does. And I'll stand by that. It just, for me, I'm not speaking on behalf of the team because we do have a couple people here on the team that really like Tonez. But I don't know, guys. I can hit a preset on here and have a good tone in 4 seconds. Whereas with Tonez, I have tried thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of, not literally, I've tried literally hundreds, if not well over 1,000 Tonez profiles captures, and I can't seem to find anything that I like very much. However, on the other side, if I go over to NAMM, I had NAMM installed. I went to Tone Hunt. The very first time I installed NAMM, I went to Tone Hunt. I downloaded some stuff that somebody told me was really good. It's high quality captures. Plugged that into NAMM, and I had a good tone within one profile. It took me just one. The first time I used NAMM, I will admit, I couldn't really get a lot of good tones. Waited about a year, and after I waited about a year, Tone Hunt had come so far. Everything had come so much further. I don't know, guys. You guys can argue about it in the comments. What's better? What do you guys feel is better? A Tonez or NAMM? And it's varying. You don't have to say NAMM Universal or Genome or whatever else, but NAMM or Tonez. I personally think that NAMM is better, and it's free, and it just is what it is. But everybody has different ears and different expectations, right? So holy cow, it twangs too, guys. Gosh. I also have some bad news regarding NAMM Universal. It's not 100%, but we are at this point leaning towards just not doing V2. V1, the free version, will get a whole bunch of upgrades and updates and some things that we can give it to make it awesome. But I don't think... I don't know about V2, guys. It's a long story. And... yeah, it's a long story, but we'll get into that another time. So I'm just stuck on this. All right, guys, I'm going to move along to Matchlock. We're going to do about 90 minutes today, guys. And then later on, I'm going to do a Doom stream, but it's not going to be all Kuassa. It's going to be some Kuassa. But it's going to be a little bit blend of things in that stream as well. Hopefully giving away a Doom bundle. Yes, you're right. Tone Hunt has always been a no-go for plugins. Do not upload plugins, plugin captures, please. Or, you know what other people are doing? And this is another shady fucking thing that people are doing as well. People are taking purchased IRs, blending them with some sort of blending software, and then just putting it on Tone Hunt as their own. And unfortunately with that, there's almost 0.000 a way of catching them. There's just really no real way to catch people doing that. And it sucks. Because that is not your stuff. You're violating your electronic user agreement. Your electronic user legal agreement. You're violating that for what? To get some kudos and downloads on Tone Hunt? Come on. If you can't shoot your own IRs or at least make them some other way, please don't steal other people's, blend them or EQ them differently and call them your own. Gosh, this world is shady. It's so shady. So this is Amplification Matchlock. Inside this, there are 3 different Fender amps, 2 different channels per, and or 2 different feels per. And man, this one is awesome too. Only thing this thing does not have, admittedly, is it doesn't have reverb. And that can be tricky because 2 of the 3 amps, I believe, or if not all 3 of the amps that were modeled for this plugin all have reverb built in. But not a big deal. You just use this fella right here and throw it on the spring reverb and do as you like. You can also take this and put it up here, and to get more of a surf vibe, you can throw it up and in the chain, which would give you more of you guys get it. The level's not quite there though, but still. So if you want to get that Fender, you know, spring reverb, plenty of ways to do it. Although, if I'm not mistaken, you'd have to, the signal chain wise, I have to think about that. In any event, I'm not saying Tonez is complete garbage by any means. I just don't see the purpose of buying Tonez when I can have NAMM. I mean, I don't know. But you know what? You guys have my word. My word that I will come on here and do a full Tonez stream. I'm going to sit on there. I'm going to get the best stuff I can find from people. I'll ask Mendel maybe for his stuff. Everybody I know that's making stuff for Tonez, maybe they can. The Gus G pack just came out. Maybe I'll grab that as well. As I actually do know Gus well enough to just say, hey man, can you send me that? Believe it or not. So I will email him to see if I could get that from him. And guys, we'll just rock it. We'll see what we can do. I will give it I'll give it the old college try. It bothered me that you have to, wait, I don't even know this, so I can't speculate. Do they have a way that you can load their pedal and do they have that yet? Where do you have to load 2 instances of it, or do they just have it in a more user-friendly way where you can use the pedal and the thing, like the pedal and the amp? Get back to me on that. So as you guys can hear, this is very Fender, and it sounds very nice. This channel, switch the channel. What happened here? A little more driven there. So I'll be back. I'm using a very interesting pick today, by the way. I'm using chicken picks. And if you guys want to... And this is a chicken pick. It's very thick, but it's made out of a very, very, very firm material. Very firm. And it has a very different pick. You can hear the difference in pick attack between this and like a regular Jim Dunlop pick. It's a very... You just check them out, guys. They actually have this really rad little sampler pack. And these picks are so durable. You'll never need anything more than like the sampler pack, guys. The sampler pack, just so you guys understand. And they did send me a pack for free, so I feel like I'm not obligated, but I feel like I definitely want to show you guys the options that they send you in the pack, because it's a really nice selection. Check all these out. So this is just the sampler pack, and you get a big, thick boy jazz. A little bigger than a jazz size, but thicker and a little larger. You get this shape, thin. You get this shape, thinner and smaller. And you get it thicker as well. And then you get a bunch of thick boys as well. And I was using the middle right here. So guys, check out Chicken Picks. And I'm sure you guys will dig this. You can just hear it. You hear the material. Oh. Hear that? It almost sounds like there's change in my hand, but it's not. So check out Chicken Picks, guys, because it's definitely, you can hear it on the strings when I drag it a certain way. Yeah, hell yeah. So the clean tones from Kuassa are also masterful. Masterful level cleans here, guys. And you can get these plugins. They are not expensive. What is the let's check this out. Hold on. Let's go. Here we go. Okay. Feel the roar on your own. This is 50% off, ends in 22 hours. How much is it? I want to make sure that, let's just check this out. Buy it right now for $25. $25, $50 regular price, and this thing will hold its own against any of the big boy Mesa inspired plugins. I promise you, this will hold its own. I'm very impressed with this. 9.5 out of 10. The other amp sims I put mostly 8.5. This one's 9.5. This one is just factually awesome. The Effector series of stuff, all awesome. So yeah, make sure you guys jump in there. Are they made out of human bones? That's metal as fuck. No, I'm just kidding. What do we have for time here, guys? Oh, we are at 51 minutes. Nice. We're going to be on here just a little over an hour today. And then later on tonight, or this evening, not sure exactly what time, but I will be back. Can't wait. I cannot wait to come back later as well. Oh, it's going to be fun. Doom is going to be afoot. Doom will be afoot. There will be filth in the air. And there will be a giveaway. No giveaway in this particular stream here. I hear those sweet picking. They just busted that dude, eh? They just busted that, what is his name? Super Shredder? Shred. How many guys need to lie? Why do people do that? Why lie on Instagram and YouTube and stuff? Why lie and fake your content? Why? Just practice. Stop getting tattoos on your face. And get and practice more guitar. Because literally all he was doing was like. But really, the backing track is just perfect, and he's just miming the whole thing, but not even hitting the right notes. He's just like factually just like, the one guy's like, yeah, how come it sounded the same, but you played it different in that? Why did you hit the different fret there? You know, this guy is just getting roasted on lately. Absolutely roasted. Not a lot of tuning issues today. I love it. This guitar, thank you so much for staying in tune today, buddy. So we got a few different cabinets in here. We've got a 112, 112, 112, 212, and a 410. So let's try. Ooh. Oh my gosh. See if I can hit this last lick. I can never get it. I wrote it for myself to play it. I figured it was a lick that I was going to grow into, but like 3 years later, I still have yet to really like. Oh my God, it's just laughable. I'm not going to do it anymore. fuck yeah. Guys, this thing sounds good. It does. So make sure you get over to Kuassa and try out everything they have to offer. I am very excited about it. I think you guys will be too. In fact, I have no doubt in my mind that you guys are going to... Oh, just turn off the bright switch when I head over to that pickup. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting now. Fucking hot, boys. I am just absolutely loving that slapback delay. If I wanted to do that with the Kuassa delay, I could just bring it. Where is it? It's right here. There it is. Digital, analog, tape, lo-fi, reverse. There's a few things that you can do. And then you can just set up your own slapback delay or really use any delay that you'd like. Love me some slapback. It makes sure that your country tones sound better. Country tones just don't sound like country tones without A, a bit of squish from a compressor, and B, wow, brain fart right in there. B, a slapback delay. And a little bit of verb would be nice too. You know what I mean? All right, guys. So we've gone over a few different plugins this morning. In this afternoon, and all of these plugins can do fantastic clean tones. All of them fantastic clean tones. You can buy any of these: amplification archive, amplification match log, amplification Lancaster. All three of these are going to give you very different but very nice takes on a variety of clean tones and different genres, like I said, surf, blues, jazz, southern rock, country, anything that you can think of that utilizes clean tones, atmospheric music that has tons of like large spaces that are used and lots of time effects. Guys, we've got a verb, we've got several types of verb, we've got all kinds of delays over there. You can go over to there and get, I think, six or seven different delays and verbs along with these clean tones. And as we talked about, they have an arsenal of modulation effects. I don't think that there's any other developer that doing things in this industry right now that is anywhere even close to the arsenal of modulation and pitch and all kinds of effects. Like, you look at it and just head over to make sure you head over to Kuassa and just type in effector into their search, and they'll show them all to you. Whether it's, like I said, it doesn't matter. Space effects, modulation effects, pitch, time, whatever it is that you want, they've got something that can do it. And if you're one of those people that's relying on a plugin that's got like a cool effect in it and you're bypassing all the other shit just so you can use that effect, you're hurting your signal chain a little bit. You're probably asking your computer to do more work than it really needs to do just so you can use that one component of that whole suite. Because your computer's like, yeah, man, I'm just still going to need all these resources anyway. So it's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. So maybe head over there and see if you can find something that maybe is exactly the same or better, that you can just put into any signal chain with any amp sim and any other pedals that you like with no bullshit whatsoever. That's okay. You know what? That's okay. Like I said, there's a reason that a lot of users don't know about Kuassa, even though they've been in the industry longer than most of the companies that you've heard of, is that these guys just do things a bit different. They really do like to keep a lot of their influencers, their content creation and stuff kind of in-house. They don't do really a lot of marketing They don't do a ton of stuff like that. You might be able to find them. If you follow them on social media, you'll start seeing some of their ads pop up. But make sure you follow them on social media, because these guys are low-key sneaky, always releasing stuff that's useful. Always. And it's not limited to just guitar. There's also stuff for bass. Lots of stuff for bass players. Lots of stuff for tons and tons of stuff for keyboard players, because remember, all these modulation effects and all these harmonizers and everything else can be used for any instrument. They're not just for guitar. Like the harmonitron, the meloditron, the vibracula, all of those can be used for multiple instruments. Don't need to be limited to just guitar. And then you have the creative / processing and mixing tools as well over there. So, and as mentioned, lastly, and I just want to point this out as well before we get out of here. Okay. Just before we get out of here. Amplification 360, we're going to fire this up. Now, guys, why is it all in demo mode? I think I have to log in. Do I have to log in? I think I have to log in to something, because this all should be... Oh, okay. It is all there. Okay, so you basically just take this. There's Clarent, for example. Now, Clarent has 3 different amps. Okay? There are 3 different amps in Clarent, but you only see 1 when you're using the plugin. However, you see 3 right here. Clarent amp A. There, I'm going to start building my signal chain. So anything you buy from Kuassa gets put right into Amplification 360. No extra installations. You install it, it's there. You fire up Amplification 360. And if you're more the type of person that likes to be, in control of the full signal chain, no fucking problem. Because they also separate the cabinets. They separate all the amps. So if you want to get this one out, okay, that's fine. We're just going to make sure I don't get any signal from this. So look, right here, I can take one, I take it in, take it out. I don't want that. Okay, so say I want cabinets. We got amps and cabs only. Okay, so I'm going to go all the way back here. Okay. Oh, wait, way over here. There's my cabinets. Cabinet modeler, no problem. Throw that in. And now I can decide which of the Kuassa cabinets I'd like to throw in. All these cabinets are cabinets that are attached to exactly these. So then you keep going and you can do anything you'd like. You've got EQs, filters, modulation. It's all there as well. All of those pedals you guys saw, that five delays, now it's 5 separate delays, because they give you the full access to everything. So this is really cool. There aren't a lot of other developers doing this. Is also really low resources needed for A360. Unlike, like Softtube Amp Room that can get a little bit heavy on that. This is a lot less heavy on that. So, guys, thank you so much. I am going to be back maybe next time and maybe the next stream. I really should have used 360 a little bit more. The next stream is going to be all Doom, guys. It's going to be Doom. I'm going to take out a couple of my favorite Doom guitars, and we're just gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun with fuzz. It's gonna be Kuassa, STL Tones new fuzz pedals. We're gonna bring those into the mix, see if we can finally make some doomy type sounds right inside Amp Hub without needing to use anything else. So it'll be a little bit of Kuassa and a little bit of Amp Hub in the next stream. So guys, it's gonna be, I'm going to say it's going to be ballpark between 4 or 5 o'clock. Okay, guys, I know that's a bit of a pain in the ass for some people out in Europe, because that's right around the time you're going to have to go to bed. But guys, listen for me. I do apologize. Weekends need to be a little bit flexible. Thank you so much for being here. There'll be a giveaway in the next stream as well. Going to be giving away a Doom bundle, I think, depending on who's there and who's rocking. Hopefully, we're going to give it to a first timer. We'll sit around, we'll hope for a first timer. All right? But don't do the thing. If you're out there and you're thinking, well, I'm just going to sign in my other account, clean up the plug in there. Don't do that. Come on. Don't be that guy. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. My challenge for you guys is to go and check out everything that Kuassa has to offer. And yeah, like I said, not a paid weekend stream. It's really awesome when developers come to us and say, hey, man, let's do something. and I'm all in. Okay, guys. So thank you to everybody over at Kuassa for the support over like the last, like the last 10 years. It's been since I started testing and hanging out and doing stuff like that with those guys. So thank you so much to those guys for the support over the years. And thanks for all the awesome software for guitar players, bass players, and pretty much everybody else that plays any kind of an instrument. All right. Thank you again. We'll see you guys next time.